Good damn afternoon, AmeriCANS. Jericho Green here with you once again. People, stop the presses. Find your brakes and pump them. Because what's coming up? Father's Day. Yes, I know Mother's Day is before that, but Father's Day is coming up in June, and I'm giving you 20% off all green gear, new designs. I have even newer ones coming that will be available in time to get them for Father's Day for your wonderful father. 20% off, promo code FATHER, all caps, FATHER. Show your dad that you love him. No more Old Spice. No more macaroni made things. No more ties. Get that man something he's really going to want. Some green gear. 20% off. Promo code FATHER. All caps. Now, like I said in the video before this, the news turd tree, the branches were laden with fruit. Here's fruit number 2. So for some reason, they sent that liver-spotted demon, Dudley Moore's stunt double, the gargoyle that sits atop skyscrapers till nightfall, where she breaks from her concrete form to rain down terror upon Washington, D.C. I'm talking about Nancy Pelosi. I'm talking about Justin Trudeau's auntie. Yes, they're related. I'm talking about her. For some reason, they care so little about the conflict in Eastern Europe that they sent her over there. A surprise visit, an unannounced visit, I'm sure. So they sent her, a bunch of other empty suit turds that don't matter. And for what? Why are you sending her over there? To assure President Zelensky that he's going to get his money? To give him a wrinkly-handed, shaky HJ from America? With way too much eye contact? Her hands are like this anyway, so all she has to do is put it around it. Let it shake till he's done. Is that why they sent her over there? Why else would you send a feckless politician like that to such an important part of the world? This is more important than anything. This is democracy on the line. And it's so important that we're paying the lion's share, as usual. I mentioned it a few videos ago. We've given them $14 billion, $1.3 billion, and Biden is now breaking his neck to try to get them another $33 billion. You know who's second place to us? Germany. They've given like $3 billion. And since we're speaking of Germany, what about Canada? What about the UK? Where are all the leaders of all these NATO countries? Why did we send our collection of dummies and no one else's? Where's the newly re-elected macaroon from France? Shout out to Christine and your husband. Sorry you got to live under that jackass. Where are they? This is important to the world's democracy, whatever the fuck that means. I thought we were only concerned about our own. But since this is such a NATO effort, why, and again, if they're not in NATO, why are they getting all the benefits of being a NATO country? They're getting military assistance. They're getting economic assistance. So they're getting the milk without the damn cow. We're sitting here on the stool milking the cow, cleaning up its shit and cleaning the impacted shit from its hooves, and Ukraine gets the damn milk. How is that? They're not a NATO country, but they're being treated just like a NATO country. Why? Because Poland's there? Then why don't we just look out for Poland? How does a NATO country being close to them translate to billions upon billions of dollars being hemorrhaged from us? From me and you. This ain't their damn money. That's why they're giving it away so easily. When have you seen them breaking their neck like this to spend money here on some real shit? I don't know. Homelessness? I don't know. Failed schools? I don't know. Veterans killing themselves at 22 a day? I don't know. The roads? I don't know, maybe giving these businesses you forced to close the money so they can stay open and in some cases reopen. Any of those, plus many other things. I don't know. Let's refund some of these police departments, because summer's still coming, guys. You know how Chicago be acting and shit when the heat goes up? Them trigger fingers get itchy. And you got all those dumb kids out there with the nerve to play in the street during summertime when they're out of school. How dare you little bastards do that? You must be shot. That's what's going to happen. So why don't you give the money to these police departments? You know, matter of fact, you could take some of that money and give these bullshit ass garbage DAs a severance package. Get out of here. Because you ain't doing shit. You ain't locking these fools up. You're taking their picture, getting their fingerprint, and sending them on their way with a brand new plastic bag to hold all of their disgusting shit. That money could be spent so much better in our own borders, but for some reason, it just doesn't happen. But we must, at all costs, save democracy 6,167 miles away from here. Somehow, that border is more important than our border. So important that we had to send number 3 in charge of the country. Could you imagine? Did that just make you lightheaded like it did me? Admitting out loud that Nancy Pelosi is number 3 in charge of America? So if thing 1 and thing 2 go down, for some reason, this is going to be taking charge. The woman who is the female counterpart to Biden's verbal slip-ups. She is the female version of him when it comes to talking. You find me a paragraph that this woman didn't stumble and slur her way through with all these weird hand gestures. Is she a gangbanger or did she lose control of her limbs? What is wrong with this woman? Out of one side of their mouth, they're telling us how important, how crucial that conflict over there is and how it must be won by the right side. But then you send her over there. They sent the cackling Ahua before that, but they only let her get as far as Poland. They're like, nah, don't let her go all the way to Ukraine. No, just Poland, that's it. Put an electric fence around Poland, so if she tries to go past the border, it'll shock her and she'll come back. But they sent Pelosi over there. For what? And they're using this thing called the Lend-Lease Act of 1941 so they can expedite. They're going to expedite something for another country, but they don't expedite shit for us unless it benefits them. They expedited that poke, didn't they? But they didn't expedite a lot of fruits and vegetables and active wear and get outside with Mother Nature type shit. But they're going to expedite for somebody else. You better believe it. It's easy to expedite with somebody else's money, isn't it? But this Lend-Lease Act of 1941, of course, came into play during World War II so they can get munitions and support to allied nations. So now they're doing this so they can expedite the funds and the military support to Ukraine. Here's my favorite 2 words of the Lend-Lease Act of 1941. On loan. So they're going to pay us back. They're going to pay us back. So they're going to use all the shit we give them and take care of it like a leased vehicle. We can't put too many miles on it. Don't be messing up the interior because you're going to have to pay for it. And they're just going to on loan. So they're just going to use the weapons, clean them up and give them back. Or are they going to give us some of their cool Ukrainian military weapons? And the money, how are they going to pay us back? How long is it going to take them to pay us back? How long is it going to take for them to get back on their feet? And when they were on their feet, how good were they then? But all of this is on loan. Don't worry, American taxpayer. Don't worry, you fucking 10. You tax ID number. That's all you are. You're not even RIN 1010. You're just 10. You're a tax ID number. Don't worry, they'll pay us back, guys. Because as we all know, countries that are bombarded in a war and that are destroyed and all their infrastructure is destroyed, they hop back on their feet real quick. So just know this is how serious they're taking it. They're making it rain. They're making it rain like they're in fucking Magic City because it's our money. But how much of that do you think we're going to get back? Can you guys see me? Can you see my eyeball? Huh? Doink, doink. Zero. That's how much we're getting back. But it's on loan, guys. It's right here in the Lend-Lease Act of 1941. Why are you tripping? Your cities and states are falling apart, but don't worry. As long as you're far from here, we got you. Don't even worry about here. We'll just sign the check. You fill in the amount. Oh, no. You think I'm going to pay for it? The American government? Don't be ridiculous. No. That jackass over there with his burden, his shoulders are like this, or all the stress and burden they're under. No, they're gonna pay for it. So fucking, I don't care. Here's another check. I'll sign that when you fill that one in whenever you get ready, and make sure you pay us back. You pay us back. Wink, wink. Oh my goodness. 81 million, huh? 81 million of you put that in there. I want all 81 million of you here right in front of me to explain yourself. I know some of you are probably dead before you cast your vote, but still I want to see them. All 81 million of you right here and explain yourself, Lucy. They won't. That money's gone. Forget about it. Forget about it. It's gone. Biggie told us in 10 Crack Commandments. He said, if you think a crackhead paying you back, shit, forget it. So forget it. It's gone. Never to be seen again. But just know that things are so good here that we can just start making it rain on the rest of the world. What do you want? We got you. Everything's great here. Crooks. All of them. There are crooks in prison right now looking at them going, But just know, Pelosi is on the case. Slurred speech, eyelids about to fall off, her ice cream, all that shit. She is on the case. Remember what was she doing with her hands behind Bidenus pervertus at his stadium? What was she doing? Don't rats do that when they have something like a little morsel or something? What was she doing? We don't know. We don't fucking know. We never know. But just know they got the keys to your bank account and they're giving that shit out at a record pace. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.